a social commentator. And I pay me raho and so far, my raho pa. Now the soft betrasi. Me huni super. Yeah, so for Charles Water studio. Edding. Also for Charles Atnasi. Sanso and the Honorable Member of Parliament for Kumi West, Honorable Dixon Chedia, Honorable Nswatnase, the Honorable Member of Parliament for Abrim, Honorable Charles Esiokun Oredu, Honorable Nswatnase. Masibida Fuina Shituntum, Omina Shitum. And one more day about you made ye so. Someone just say, hey. Anyway, we are live on Facebook, Adom 106.3 FM or Facebook, Cafe, YouTube. Join in enough our comment to her. Your tribute. To her Nafi and Germany Kenkai. Emfa mama ebejafo akwaba ma mensha sie free honorable redos honorable
ofa
mache
yeja
boko de
nyame adom ade achi de yede ndase bema twediampon. Just that since Indra yenya entie se yenya ya colleague member of parliament me a colleague on the Eastern region we free muno I think it's not been good from parliament because you see make nam kwan so because constituency weekend inti na menam kwan so ameba they say parliament you say yense Mondays and Saturdays but one the we are constituency juma so tie Saturday ni Sunday na obetimi aye juma inti homache na msimu akakra be around 11 ho akakra me do akra na minya message from your minority MPP your platform minority in parliament your platform so but Crawford Rabeshe no so but because do parliament na just say message na parliament your platform no na no kre sena Crawford di ni ho dance no ya Kumi oye ni papa me first no na minim from afar me ka afar say your one party eja na tama ye wa ben mu no na me a deputy minister for foreign affairs inti na ono so a young man to say me no person contested way before the 2020 elections primaries inti ho na mishia no yidin komo ne ade ye anko ye amano no saba so besa contest 2024 primaries that time na me so me indicate say me contest 2024 primaries no nti ho na me no ya ayonkofa no start say click pa nti ani share ideas my friend no na cause me yen say also friend o me yen say me share this group and ya there tinkunim die ne ya dia ye wini primary so na say ye mienu ya be parliamentary candidates for NPP yeah, represent the Eastern region. Na ufi akwetia so ba ebrema enshadanwa our mining district and a mining constituency our mining constituency ntina ya ye close ye na di wini ya the core parliament Eastern caucus me na me secretary to the caucus intino debia yishia yakasa idinkomo ne cases ishase uma na wa crying say or court or crying so or court or crying so into ba na ekosan any ade na okaya say time odinkunim in the elections electoral commission pajanensa say we win yeah kantam our parliament yesu in parliament na akoye say ntiasie bi enye djuma wo ho because na mbinomo fele say essence na ni opponent NDC ni na ni gina na de kokoti ni ntino my empene na on kantam nibi. MPP for led by Honorable Afenyo Mark and Minority Leader. Ejina yana so me aka said there be once electoral commissioner no ankasa a gazette ni din ya gazette and din wo mu ide. Say yepene na okantam nibi. We ne say watra friends and say contempt. Intino ya shase say tiny ni. I may say offer it do some days be ya de ne shaka butumu. Near the Nehru Parliament.
Really?
Because the security apparatus of Bejina Parliament gate no. I pesa yetcheno. Inti ye new room near the Neko Parliament. Because once a Payamrano, or within the presence of Parliament, yentimi arrested.
Yeah.
Because ye ejuma parliamentary work. So I could seek permission from the speaker. As an someone could seek permission from the speaker, Ninti. Ye new rebutum near the Nehru Parliament. Into a pound or by I say a pay different car. Because one pay different cannot want to me and shim not one thing MPR. Ya betcha no. You mo con the constituency Aquitia, you call lay ambush, say ya betcha no. And Aquitia for one, Aquitia for many a day, also call Aquitia for the Omunje Jamo, and omo a sinner de be yampene. And a dim yamencha the Supreme Court, Akokase ne elections no was valid and all that. Wabre. Mankana mebwa wabre papa. And then you should know say oko sanye mawe nyina nso no na or share constituency so because they also had constituency obligations. Wako a member of parliament issues for constituency so share na wa address or no answer na osa year courses no or trone law exams because mekai say Thursday yawa there be seen any the last day amisia na menene kasaye no ni honorable Ajare kede MP no ne kasa like no mo your part chamber ho ina mi pie omoso I'm say oh na na exams because now yinim ya ben yinim say no tro exams yes exams law exams na course so see the way we na so ni edanya miase ene we dey we because wa break because exams say dey under form any ade iti oye bright person who show any accomplishment within this short while wa common crest akoye LLB or Ghana Maritime University akoye MBA or any ade anka or betro ni law exams akọ law school abaye lawyer na at the age of 40 years or yes and Matisa is in the last born cry be 2 years or said and then mbano na BBC akusi enye sem papa inti na yere nemba ebusuan ni classmates na sorry ne namfofo akwetia NPP akwetia oman nankasa se constituency parliament NPP as a party oman Ghana ya hwere obia anka owo such a future anka kobitimi abeboa na oman no yetimi apeja oman Ghana but nyame enenim say if you have Dr. Muhammad Baumia odi enim na yakofi ho na yako hwene yere ene nemba ni busuafo na yamaomo yako.
Right. Honorable Chancellor Redu mamenda wase yebesan aba hobio ma menko Honorable Tredu ho Honorable
CJ Majonso Chair T4
Joseph.
It's been heartbreaking 24 hours. The friend Bisin is very difficult to take. And Anura Abra speaker Emma adjournment no you relief kakra because ura chamber na idea edin ye na waba chamber coffee shop or entrance before I be do division room or sa door na da hono and they divide minority and majority na me seat ewo along that door me majority minority junction pepe enti mi wura chamber bia Canada mo OPK mo protozoa mo ho Ernest mo ha de bia enti me no mo ye pia me no mo ne pie me fa majority side door tembia so I'm very close to hold the Jomo, a war enclave ho. Near there, enra Mirror chamber. In fact, it was very, very difficult for every member na or chamber. Enti Abra Speaker agreed to adjournment request from minority and majority. Na yenye relief at least say ye be free chamber on. But the reality is still dawning on us. Say newie ye be sanyako na yesanye ura chamber ho. And Rabra na ye de Kujan chichiri na kunya ho. It was very emotional scene. And then now it's going to be very difficult to take, in fact. But when duty calls, and every member of parliament say what follow closely the mainstream media and the social media ubia edi adanse papa. And NDC for dodo na kura kasa edi adanse echire kwanya na ofaso relate politics ye ka ho asemi ideas, contest of ideology nya dia SSC divide and is one example from both sides. He has a lot of friends. Parliament sanity CJ Oko Parliament Oko coffee shop obehu say NDC ni do coffee shop baby MPP ni tena hono be kwa kotra dinkomo. We are one people and we feel say DSC no akaye nyina is a huge loss not only to the family, especially the wife na ma the Bushia Aquatia constituency MPP as a political party, but most importantly Parliament as an institution as on my akaye na idea ebenya a lot of effect ewo yimududu na aso besan ma yasan ehunu se wiase a yebai yamfahwe yamba yamfahwe nko enti mempene bebre ne akasesem ne ade ye nyina no se yehunu se yewo ba bi ko make one day na yekwa konta ben ena yekobu CJ ewuo bi ya say no as a Liverpool fan me say Jota Frima eye enkwanhia lore enkwanhia ye na me kan say enkwanhia de etumisi say obi nso yare koda hospital admission maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks oya dofo a na akoye 50-50 amampa ye na wo boss nyankopon de ne beba na mom obi a unhunu say yare di akoniaba over the weekend with colleagues. You go about activities now all of a sudden. What you say very difficult to take. In the abra a better platform so no because nkwanhia na be say there be answer na actually yenya the true picture because obia nsusu say baby sa ebetumi asi enti ya rehosem kese na de actually say say yesiesie ho abrebia se abrebia nyankopon beto na nsa afre no ebenya akonta papa akobu CJ we assign the debate about the discussion on members of parliament lifestyle and work balance pressure
first of all, because that is the main discussion that I want us to have. The changes in more timetable, more times I'm going share sitting and say anytime I'm going to sorry any idea. That's the discussion I want us to have. But we're not quite opening remarks. Opening remarks. Mate, me that's it. The Honorable Dixon Tredia and Yatene can also for Charles Wusu. Mashada na say Mama Abidafon Kaini na Kasawi because me who say why emotional pa on Ernest dear. In fact, on Ekusi saying on Asempa FM, they are a team. he's always a part of that panel. Until on Ernest, the Omuteshia was super, and they go way back. And I put a bet now see answer number 2 no. To say Bemensu and so for Tasos were soon on a paper. So for Martin.
Major so.
Minim said, Edding, papa. Nia kuma Ernest ya Kumi edi abani. Me asem no nra. Send social media near my TNT. Mandi ndia di kosise. Mi producer Kofi Asan. E ka kire me say, "Sige. Makọ Lashibi funeral home. Ma me amene Erika J and enam yakọ akọhwe Ernest ya Kumi. Nti ho ne de in fact efie de na meje me ho anje.
See.
So for
anapa ma yanchia on atiefo. No. Minian mienu abeka me ho. Ma hwe bejomfo. Kese be you be free na ho be you kwa wie. Said the mini actually can there will be a year, but it be a year. There be a year. Kumi o ye minu ya prekope o anya madam fo o ye minu ya na enra na me ye bibi o me ko ye bi o bank ti me fa me phone na hwe bibi e also na me home message. So in fact I started crying in the bank. As I said, na me pee na me call. Now a day my shabby for a binim call Dr. Mahmoud Baumi and Chain. Me home until me friend na ye didn't come was about 30 minutes. And look at him so the next week in our boy exams. She will be exams now on him kwa papa. Na komodia me di ye no yetimi akwa to so e wo ho nyame fa ne currency amen nyame fa ne currency me hwe nyame fa ne si me ni must be make akra because say oyare mpo na eso oyare na nim se bia or go through some difficulties be cry now what to say wa training kwa ya but we tia se bia na bibie den e wo ho na just for a day it is a you say the hospital within some few you know as I say you know ekọ Kumi mekasa mekana asem ha ade beche na sede yenu na obekasa ye no ekan no mo programs
manager Joshua Tibu ya
asem bi obi e ka fa Kumi hu bia no kore enyen trust
nyese bia
no yes
we free munti na ye kan ye kan achi asembone
nyese wa wuntia me say asem bia wo bia beka asem papa bi obeka fa Kumi hu bia no asema e no kore sana brantia ntia oye nipa boroso wait keze o kasa o kana sema ade beche hwe me hu obi na mfa ho ni sere otie obi o mu nipa bia no me mu unye nipa ma me because position ekura o se wo sika ne kura wo se wo de banyo se nipa ni ho a wo ntimi nya de onya no nti benefo se de nam ene yi nam e fa nipa so na nipa yi enam nipa so na nipa si yi sabe yenu anam ye ma hye bedwefo yi enya abato ankom nti ha nye nipa ne to abamom nti se wa wo ye be ma hye bedwani a ni kwan so wo de utomi tietie nipa so ni momu de bo nipa abrantie no eye nipa na odi nipa ni bu nipa hwehwe nipa nkoso Kumi nyame mfa unsie o se bible say owu echi ni twaka bia ni ho a ewoma enipa ne sabe wufo nanso we de yesre onyankopon sempo se bibi mpo a onyame ehu ne mobo na onye abranche ne kraman na physically na otiase no wantiase ama ne ho nko a otiase ma others our dream will be say abranche the way we see dream ho no ho na enkomo a woni mi di no sometimes team because na me ma me ba kra bi akra on team me ho sa no frame me many esmesi akasa fa ho wa frɛ many we akasa fa ho wa frɛ why you say na frɛ die che say all of a sudden na okɔ it sense and ra abesi ne see many current team Kumi na the meka nyina no say owo ohoi area nti aya na mehu se ngofo bi wo wiase na se tabita kum obonyum bi ase hwehwe Yesu achi kwan asana adesire den aba hwehwe kane na achi kwan anse suma den aba inim da ye de beko inim da obefrɛ etimi to Kumi dia ebetima to bia nti ya sabi enne amanyosem nti ohuna mrantie sabi pani kro china ni e dinatem na ye can ye soon fidie hold just to bring people down, destroy people. Na the atiesim kra no say na asofo mpanimfo na amanyo 17 year form siwa na ya diwo matema because officeesen ko supporting the party ohun ni say of supporting the party and the obetima ya na say obedi nipa na den atem mo yenye careful na the trust am ka bia no kre o see e wo homo nipa say dakro obewu na ohu achi atem go ana ya eji owu didi a enya temoni ne ma wi no ka bom say wo homo nipa say enipa bewu na ne wu achi no atemu wo ho ye nim se owu wo ho de a ana ye nim se atemu wo ho enti akontabuo bi wo ho de man ena owu on shada onkra waka se wo siesie ohu yi nti se abrini abribia no enipa prepare itself se Adom no betima bom at any time nanka yebesua bibia fi owu mu de a kaka na yen kono se de kono yo se ba akofo nya opportunity a o sesa o man ne bibia no de abono na obi kofi no de car miensa o de car 9 car num o se ma fa me de ko abra obesan wu agya sa ne nyina ho sije maka na fidie so de bia na ade ba ko anipa nhye no so no se ye yen samanse will but ye din ka ho wa pray with japade a wonna esenka wo enjoy no wo yen samanse a wo de nka ho nti dia na wo pray e dia ben because ade ye wo japade ye onkwa if you lose it you lose everything mini Kumi ne nkwan ya free ni say bibibia na ye ne dia bia nya ne dia bia abai obi foforo den e dia ti wo yen samanse a de ye pre ya panyina say pese ye wiase nyina hu ye say ye ne number 1 no da obetena say lawyer mra na onchocho samanse no onfa odi ba di kranshim ade ba ko pekra na obitima ka say me ankasa we de me reserve e de ama me ho
say me free mu a we ye me dia
and the certain is say wo da na ye de wo be free ma pie no onsan ko da na wo bim ya do ko garage ya de car crowd wo ba na ye bie boot na ye bu seat na ye do ahye ho wow car pepa na afi gutrem no ye mfa ntrem bim. That is how life needing it's here nti nipa mobo nti ye say ahoton ba kakra bia na onyame bo ayere free kan nipa mo nti na ye refree say ye nipa because in every minute all no a minute bi o na omo ne ti omo ne kasa but all corner seconds na o free mu koye bibia tumi sima na ye so amanyofo yenu ma wo radio so asofo imamfo obia ntia say there's one day to be born and there's a day to die. That day will come. It will surely come one day. The wabo timu possible obi no kan hu say obetim dia ye no mom dia Nemum, won kasa si so da. I'm tight mpanimfo nyom. Na enyom bi a opani bi boy o se Kumi na de nyini na den na tu nakọ. Se ukumi a nyini na tu nakọ because owo de edamansa nyina den ekom. And kasa nkyere the minority, the majority, and everybody. Abaya yesi ekwa baba say ekwa by election no. But na nipa kra refi say na obi wo ho a wawu. Obi no obi wo ho e na wawu. E na kwanya beda ho say bibi side den eba na refi. Aho na obi hu emabo sekantwe atemdidie machinations ahodo omon be konuru so omon be ko asofo ho just to work against one another. Nampacho aboni du yanka ne chia konfo nsem de obede na timaka moma yense san adwen na obekọ say yebeto binum ene ye twe ani a ye hu binum see there are a lot of people now in this country and yenya the sitting president wa craft efie akwa adwuma once am afie. We have had a former vice president omo free sabi aba ma hoji omo hoji mkrampo wi kra no ye hwe ombo ho ban yie because of the bia bi ono mkranti but ne omo ntiase and ye hu ade force so a afi atiase fo so dem ekọ did ye kura won sam bia obi kura bi da yak bra won wase na on say ene abrantie 40 years awu ama the whole Ghana ba bia den adane I wish you can nyina benya na encounter to know who Kumi really is. A love for his party, the religion, and for his constituency, and in the family, no. Okasa oka adebechi. Enti yebema ono adem fedue. Eyire ne ma abayi ebi nto wada na hu ye sua acha ba na otwe mienu afenaka oyire ne ma. They are left alone. Those that even normal koni fie kra no bosa afi na mo na ya den aye ntientia ewo tenten ewo ni fie be ka oba ntinyame ka omo ho chichiro mo wire na enyina na enya desua bi mai. But if we have power to bring him back, by this time you say ni padodo anke be ko say your properties kwa na say de ko koja branch and babaka ke ina be contribute to their ko na nso so nyame anya ne sa say esum na den anya sie wie kwa nantiatra han no ewura esum. There's no way of it back. But mesre because ye ni mawura tintina ya na ma bi ho ayeye na wutie mi a so woni mu nyame a e ka so nyame a otesoro a obi ntine so obi ane ne nse e wo wiase on na wiase nyina ya den e ne de ani mu ne ma nyina hwehwe Yesu achi kwan ansa na dabone ne den aba sie medase
menso medase papa osofo Charles Owusu and yete nenkano na in memory of the late Ernest Kumi. If you had the year was his last appearance on Adom TV Bedroom. Na the submissioner Omeki on Adom TV Bedroom. Just in memory of him. Yenti na fi we are yentwetwe enkomo.
What is wrong? Why are we conceding to this? My NBC necessarily win everything. Okay, me can people for bet here. Sana 92 or say 90 we say yenja ni na mo fa. Yenya can ya parliament no mo fa. Because that is what is implies.
Say MPs nyanso free parliament.
And I kai hwe no de FM. Hwe ko ame makwa ba bedu ebi amabedu. Look at what they are taking this woman through. Sabi boycott quite better because with the seat am we winning nyina. Is it because
is it because some numbers were formuntina you are calling for this?
No, it's not about the numbers. The numbers, look at what we are doing there. We've shown efficiency. You see, politics, a lot of people say it's about numbers, but it's not just about numbers, it's about quality numbers. So if you look at numbers now, effectiveness, what is the result of that? But what I'm saying is when you see it, even the one that is obviously in the glaring public say, nipa na wini kwa no hwe kwan amode fa nipa na etutu asem we so mfa so ne say eti say bia ni nyina na mo pa yenja ni nyina ma mo na we say mo nko am ya ebe yi a don't we always criticize winner take all in this country eti de nipa na ko a we di nkunim no why do you subject the person to such terror and such punishment?
And that was the Honorable Ernest Kumi of blessed memory. If you are there, Adom TV, Bigem, Eso, and I pay Shadang all these other national issues. But now I can't seem to pay on this show. Say, and I'm happy say Honorable Chedia a boss. Na yenim say Parliament previously nanka sitting a shasiye momo friend in the forenoon into kabe and a panundu no nanka sitting a shasiye into de yen twin kra kwachiri kra mo bepon na bia no nsia mu ho nanka bia nanka mapon enei asesa ementi mo hye sitting ase no mienu ewia no mienu empansa na no mienu no bebo kra no na committee sitting near the ahodo kokoso anti no mienu no kra obewura chamber ho no na wadwene no ayehye deda no mienu no mu betena se a mutimi twia tremua sometimes 10 p.m. 11 p.m. 12 midnight MP no kwada ya anapa be no nsia no so so asore no boba because committee sitting bi wo be 9 o'clock mu on ma so akomu bio. And this has been the new cycle. Even and we are told say kwesi ada na adwada nyina mo de be sitting. Na no so ba beka your responsibilities in your constituency. If you ada obi ho otu free parliament be 11 o'clock no na okọ constituency. Pressure ba be duru kwesi ada na sisi akura da okọ constituency a memenda anwumre sa oba because kwesi ada mo sitting. Lifestyle, and the pressure that is being put. Ernest Kumi put on our first timer, but what lessons are we drawing? I'm picking up information says our new changes by a section of the MPs cry said as a monshada nin tum pepper because at the pressure so honorable chair I want to now raise it, but it was already on my table. But my main and chassis and free what aroma.
Well, CJ. Changes about Parliament, and I'm say factors be brave, and a day changes, but whatever the case, difference be answered any. Tell me transit 10 a.m. no. What that means is also free fee 7-8. That time is not traffic here huge. To more TH no, and I TH no. It takes you about 2 hours in traffic. Upon you 5-6 in so traffic. Munti still time I spend and what that means again is a 10 biabe soriano pa. The idea changes we buy and back on say 1 ministers or moye MPs and pa omo betumi akoye adwuma wo ministry as ministers. And don't forget say your first and foremost responsibility and it's all represent to amanfo.
Yes.
Inti Yankupon ye wadom na ye yo minister na obana ti ministry unko parliamenta na just say you are not serving your people. Inti we are sitting no Emma Kwenya se minister anopa oba office abia 8 after 12 we call lunch parliament etnasi 2 na say ubeji nsem bia no so parliament ebenya Kwenya enka ne no empem bebre anopa na abia questions so ho for minister no wanya ne yie no bia deputy ebi nso a minister aye busy with other engagement so ntumi emba we ni ade so one of those factors and for consider 2 traffic situation also there and also other jurisdictions in fact Ghana and Kwana Parliament trans area baby you mo trans into 7-8 na most places kwan no mu ada ho de to so biem committees asema ye kan se parliament was sitting na committee meetings wo ho a and also affect parliament adwuma no enti with this arrangement no and she share wo ho say no committee should sit after 12 noon enti committee meetings nyina yen conduct na nopa and more 12 that committee meetings upon you go for lunch too na waba enti sa normal way nyina were taken into consideration and this changes no to me aba but see the idea woman say parliament your time I did not say but conventionally you need time be a the point and time no so here standing no there's near there was 1 year cry 5 hours sitting after 5 hours no utumi pon depending on the business on the table.
Yes.
To say the work can make I tell my approve appropriation ye be rise a fair session near there that be up to 3 a.m. 3 a.m. they pass the gold board 3 a.m. and up 10 to 20 a juma no ye juma to be very honest but TJ challenge a woman say nipa dodo na enye sympathetic to that cause because of the political nature and competition a war adwuma na ye yenum urezi issue bi beka so hwe na wa bre pressure e wa adwuma no so a nipa bebre nso ho mo aye ready are na ontwe ho mo obi mane ade but the truth of the matter na say adwuma no eden we need to balance your health and adwuma na ye no it is very very important because washa MP's life from cow to kemu sign betna parliament then also scientific enti very very difficult to say the work can see ya sample and agree ukodu na fe be 8 9 na ukodidi a ni nyina ya also I think say we mu nyina ye no ma yesese yenso ye hwe kwan a ye be balance say ne wo chamber na wo ba na wadua na wo de be ba ebo be 4 5 wadidi say the pon kwa nya anajo 11 ne 10 na ukodidi a but all in all CJ adwuma na hu e floor of the chamber no for me my little experience and it's a constitute less than 30-40% of the because as a member of parliament our constituents they define or job discretion at the amount we pay juma so sorry no pa to see me wo 10:30 me sorry was the next 2.5 hours me dey roomy agencies ministries departments kwanya bi wo ha enkrofo benya adwuma and I cycle throughout what na chamber there are 3 4 5 hours people will be calling you from constituency when we know about 50 missed calls utina kama wo ko na anya say you stop calls no people will expect you to call back one for at the time I will pick phone so be I will check o missed calls after na another call so but utie new calls na could do abrena went to me and fra and also so adwuma no ye adwuma ye beka say pressure na ewum no e ade esuye but this is the job if elected to do this is how you want to serve the people unti Reverend the akaye say mo be kaye mpa bu me say nyankopon ka ho a bibia ye possible enti nyankopon na ema ya hoden ma enimdi a ye de be ye adwuma but TJ, to be very honest, is a very, very tough job. Now, Oka enye very constituency chairman ba kon me di nkomo say and adwuma said that mo kan dey any other na man for people are even ready to kill to go to parliament. Now a chairman mo so mu di pass constituency chairman o say dey na na say any other na won so that so your constituency chairman na wunya the do constituency election I said enye me constituency baby we who say man for bomb ma so ubuta na o ka so didi a who said the truth of the matter and say as I say it me balance the two and I think a lot also depends on us as individuals. In fact, bibia in sequence o chamber na brebi so na come de wa obefa achiri ho ape bibi kakra say coffee shop na ya share to me a balance. But it's a very, very, very difficult job. The best friend say do baby your constituency and also botre. They should relax in their knowledge that we are here to serve their interest, nothing more, nothing less. Your best serve or more interest. The no man also near one day. It takes some time, but within 6 months, in Kubia Nyaya, Nanka the Oshibia and Saka, but it will take some time. So it's a very, very difficult job. And with God, we will do it.
All right. Honorable Dixon Chedia, any attaining Kano. Chazi?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So for Nakana
already now.
Yes, so for the Okasana, just
we say Baby was officer. Baby was officer. MPs. More schedule, no more lifestyle, the pressure, and how demanding a Jumano etie.
No, Mr. Nsem Minya Nakano, sanity. And then I also agree, sir, you can't complain too much. If it's only the way it and also you don't call primaries and then call for the CNE and we didn't kunim na de akosho. Na say cry no me no mean who how you betimi aya we got say MPs who ebe hiha o mokakra because committee works so ho. Per this structure, me put I thought say this current structure mum ye better. Sana anope bia sorry wako committee me say me committee back on medaso ye sync for Zimbabwe eba some parliamentarian some oba study tour ewo Ghana inti some members of sa committee na bi ewo Zimbabwe inti say she omo anope na ye share experiences and then best practices. So inti ye koye sanye mawe na wi se na oka no me so weekend dey make constituency na inkrobia make so abochi krom ni ade no mo de omo kwan sembi etumanim inti from here no ese meko na meko chisi ekohwe say nsabeka minister ana say nsabeka mpenyimfo wo ministry ho for roads na ye omo akoka say djuma bi so obi so hia djuma bi ni ade a eso okọ na okunti eso timi yesanya ma wanyina before sitting ebe hyase atu inti no me I thought say we mo boan Emma itimi yesa ya round na by 2 no ya ba chamber na ya be business but another issue okan ya menene ya adwen ye time a ye pon ye ni time a ye pon parliament say exhausting issues ni wie obi pejanensa na one print na one kasa ye pon ye sana parliament inti no ye na ya agree say be shase 2 but time ya de be pon there it me 11 it me midnight it me 1 year it me 2 it me 3 ya pon 3 am da so into no issue into no so we draw be so far when they say no obia or it's another you can obia for draw be BP draw pressure and home ndundro afefe na ebia so fano within a certain time na you say you be pon parliament this year and we dwane be so di that's parliament cry be pon this year we are no makodi there you end up eating around 11 p.m. 12 midnight to be here now you first started doa to be who MPs bebre omu yefun doa before say asitena pa na ma wakoye MP asitena pa na na ba si ehun no ehun yefun na yefun doa. And so, what about because what's the sedentary? What's the fact? Okokotena from 2 no, uti akonyenima to 11. Any person in a bit to me. I think say the onus is on young individuals no. Say no kano. Ye wo cafeteria or coffee shop or inti oma otena se kakra no sorry. They be 190 around kakra. Ni na boana for blood moja na we mu no etimi asane so eboa pa omo aya sabinyame ehira mo mutimi tena plane mu etukwan etodakra in the flight etimi 2 emfo say hey so what na play ma be 8 hours 7 hours sorry na nantimu kakra oh na moja no ensane because what if akwa emwa and I think say individuals no yen ene say the to ye hofo say obi a waka hospital doctor mo ndrobi a chew say onum na no pay wi enwumre time pepepe no wanom exercise kakra na sa your offices here our job 600 me 4th floor into my imagine say enene me exercise am the rather than say me fa lift no de bia me fo na masane na say ukoda 11th floor said you don't go to 11th floor now ka say oh yes exercise there and be honorable do am na betimi aye enye but then I say yes with me exercise kakra you know na ina because ejuma ne de unim ena o ko ho friends o ko ninkrofo kasama ya to aba no edemao nti ya na be hwe ye ho na na BMC ya nyina no na ye hwe the spiritual way ni so enu so hia osofo na ya kasa me ye remfi ye nyankopon ye very very important ye ko aye be ye ko weekend bia hwe kwan ne nam so ne ye ko ye nam so ne ye ko aba nyankopon ni kra yen enyame eni crying inti da ni den na me my remfi Sunday benya time a yonko sorry yonko bompa yesa ye wo efie de bia inti no sumbia obi asumbia no so ye muslimia ye muslima kai onyankopon se tigari na se bibia usumbia kai twede ampon ene so ka ho na timi aboa na bibia timi akokama
Honorable Chacho Radio Nyamisha, yeah, that's papa. So,
yeah, see,
yeah, sorry, come on.
Sir, you know, my shepherd for home, but I just say election of MMDCs. Once the election of MMDCs ever into force, sir, burden of me constituency, aba, the one you know, ever from. I guess a share responsibility.
Yeah.
MP Benedict. But the DC there, I had 12 man on so here re-election. I bet try say on so be na from there. Enti ehun be hia mo ma shebedwam. Say ade na na Ewurade don kwaku fodo. Ne pens wo yeso ode ba no. Na enye botan a ye bone na ye papa ntia. Because you see say nka ye 12 man won pani. E no nkwa na ye adwuma. Nka obetimi. Within 2 days ko be break it down.
Yeah.
Enti and na nhihye ba ya so na shebedwam for so den emra. We didn't even them yensan yi bi kra mom san koye ministers. And then also the another law me pese ye san ABM here constitutional review say ye ma obi oy parliamentarian en koye a minister. Enti oh yeah double you know job no. And the kofa otan ni bre ni pakum ni ho am adu tro because obi cry a third time MP deputy minister cry amani bi. Near the first time acquire a minister will be a 4th time ya manage board krana ya fanen kotoso na ya peja ai obi a minister obetimi minister na was had that board so be me and say a 1 person out of the many obi nyina so no hwe constituency don man no nyina den eda obi aso kwakubu akonta akire ne nkofo ti dia na say na wo de wo call parliament no de oban by den e ma I just okra wo suni emfaso and the yani say na the open two na koka say okoyi mo yesi yema nkofo ministers deputy ministers board kran yam fa nanto so bi me once appoint you na appoint ho
Yeah.
nya say una appoint ho a nka wo de nka akọ nka nkoyi bi yemfa megu ho de ote akunya no so no kunya kese no so de open na den oye and the me feel say constitutional review committee abai a opportunity ma union parliamentarians say election of MMDCs no yemfa share your constitution mu enyemra na fi appointing ministers from parliament no yentwam o person be parliamentarian or parliamentarian o person ye minister or a minister so that the president can appoint whoever he wants to appoint and kwese party ahichere nensa na say abai o mampani ekofani padodo a buyi wanfani padodo so a party for so buyi ntia ke say kwasi ko no gina kwantia but with that na enipa from there the mood do kese you nyame from wedding edia because here kan nyina woda na wan sorry a ade achi a uni sa odwumadi am kan nyina no emma so we need to do the physical checks of yenipa ntimesrem na shebedwamfo ade ba ko a Ghana yeni eye diagnosis center. Up to speed. Like yeah, kase diagnosis center. Yare bia o yare bia ni betima yede ehu Ghana. Unfortunately, I also ma ye na mo we say. Ene omtwu moja na de akoma me advert mo obi. But your diagnosis centers be okrom haya. Yare na de akoma no de South Africa or India for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Nipa no you. Yes, it's 3 weeks time. 3 weeks time answer the yabati in sense we are now you must be journey just say you fly now when timi ankoso e bi na me nua afri mu wanya mre am yam fana dey and two coin because answer e be treat you no see any yare kra dey treatment dey treat you
now o share time be bre kra dey duru ho na you on the painkiller o say dey na so anapa na specialist na be dey obeba ma more example we me huni pa bi honfa no na jamedene call hospital na doctor ne ba wake kan nsem theory wi so who specialist no na June yeah me hu na September 20th na menya appointment atime hu no it's no madness say obi oyare no me mfa ne nko na 20th of September and some timaba be hono but MPP NDC why beba why beko why ma and na say utie e we say atem didi nko ye dia di obi atem okurumi eni say ebuo pa say obi timi form mampani na even to become an MP no and na fam sige na mampani a ono o da o man na no na akola suko no matimi de ni si ho clean atem ho na no ya manfo e wase na mo bom sem more fire until we change the system na ma shebe your one tiase say sika na ye vote di enema bebre ni ye betima vote so e de ye niema honam fam betima bo amani pa nkwaso den awo wasase so say me say aban ma say Mahama because we nim say with me ye UGMC here he can do that. We need a diagnosis center. Yare biara e wo wiase bia no maximum 4 days 3 days you betima hu what is disturbing you na ye hu yare no wia na be hu ano aduro den e de ama anya sade a ye nua no mrache bejafo yi anya first time obi afiri mu no anti a ye ni abre because Kumi de oda yakoma so abrante ebinum wo ha mu wo mu ye no yare nhihye omo sa ena yare bi wo ha wo hia every 3 days bia wo hospital na wo kwa broche ko ha yare na wo ba wi a 3 days bia bitima kwa ba na untimi nti na ehye wo ha na mu nsanka ye wo centers a yetimi running test all the time ehun se bia I say ena ye de hwe wo ma not even my shebe jofo nkwa nipa wo man ni mu nyina ka ye ho beto yen nti sije I think that bibi say ba eboyen ma yeni den eda ho nanso before suban ensu oto a no mu so mo dan enwunu awia bo a onte ye gise ensu eden sa te say enwunu nyame nya yadom no mo ayen na omie yeni na yenti ase se yen twan ma ensu no nton wie anse atade ye de kwakoso ensu ne mom ye be hu adwuma na se ensu no to a entimi amoyen medase Beso Medasa, Sofo Charles Owusu, a social commentator. Honorable Dixon Chedia, a member of Parliament, Brekum West. Honorable Charles, a Sir Redu. Yes, sir.
Remember Peggy Amadonko.
Yes.
Sometimes you say Otio.
Oh, okay.
Or Birmingham.
Mr. Penny, no.
UK.
Mr. Penny, no.
Then a conversation who in the
Mr. Penny, no.
What you will be as a son.
I will for my namasi. Namenka in. Yes, sorry.